Abadox. Released for the NES in 1990, was a shoot-'em-up game that quickly became controversial for its unsettling and gruesome imagery. Set inside a gigantic alien organism, Abadox features grotesque biological enemies, from floating eyeballs to tentacle monsters and decomposing flesh walls, creating a visceral horror experience rarely seen in games of its time. The game's graphics were notably graphic, with some enemies exploding into gory chunks upon defeat, pushing the boundaries of what was considered acceptable on a family-friendly console like the NES. This macabre art style was unlike the typical cartoonish or fantasy visuals that most NES players were accustomed to, sparking debates among parents and media critics about the game's suitability for younger audiences. Additionally, Abadox was controversial due to its eerie and disturbing atmosphere, which was amplified by its music and sound effects. The soundtrack featured unsettling, dissonant compositions that added a layer of tension and fear to the gameplay. The combination of dark, body horror-inspired visuals with a chilling soundtrack created an experience that some felt was too intense for the NES, a system often marketed toward children. The game's overall tone and aesthetic made it a divisive title among gamers, with some praising its unique style and ambitious design, while others criticized it for being overly grotesque and too disturbing for a mainstream audience.